Hey everyone, so today I thought I would do a get ready with me. I'm going out to lunch with my dad and my sister and I just kind of needed to put my makeup on, so I thought why not do it in front of the camera. I'm not exactly sure what kind of look I'm going for today. I think just something light. I don't want to do anything like crazy, but anyways. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is take this Laura Mercier foundation primer. I got this at Sephora as like on a 100-point perk, I think, but I haven't used it a bunch, but so far I like it. So I'm just going to take that and put that all over my face. Okay, so once I put on the primer, then I'm going to move on to my face makeup. Since I'm not doing like anything crazy on the eyes today, I like doing my face makeup first. I only like to do that if I'm like doing something light. So today for my foundation, I'm going to mix the Born This Way from Too Faced and then the Maybelline Superstay Better Skin. I really like this foundation to like mix in with others. I've never tried it on its own because I got like a super light shade, but like I love it mixed in with other foundations. I'm really bad at picking my foundations. I always get colors that like don't match me at all. Anyway, so I'm just going to mix this on the back of my hand and then I'm going to put this all over my face. I like to dot it around. And then if there's some left over on my hand after I'm done, then I'll just kind of like spot treat. So what I'm using is the Real Techniques blending sponge and I just wet it. Okay, so just like I said before, if I have some left over on my hand, I'm going to spot treat. Right now my cheeks are really bad. I've been breaking out. I don't know why, but so I'm just going to take that and just go right over it. Okay, so then once we're done putting on the foundation, that's when I like to spot treat. So for that, I like to use the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. I really like this. It has a really full coverage. The only thing I don't like is that it's a wand. So with this, I'm just going to put this on all like the redness that I still have. And then I'm also going to put it under the eyes. I do use a brightening concealer under the eyes, but I find that if I don't conceal like the darkness first, then the brightening, like, it just kind of makes it look worse. So I'm going to blend that out with the same sponge. Okay, so then once I'm done applying that, then I'm going to go on with under eye concealer, and for that I use the Urban Decay Naked Skin, and I think this is the lightest shade, the Fair, and I really like this for the under eyes, and I find that it lasts like a really long time. So I'm just going to put this under the eyes and anywhere that like I would highlight. So for that, I like to do it on the forehead, the nose, around the mouth, and on the chin. And then to blend it out, I'm going to use the flat side on the Real Techniques sponge. And I just recently went to go get a new sponge, because you know how like after a while they kind of get gross, like you need to get a new one. So I went to go get more, and it's so weird having a new one. I feel like it's so like not super firm, but it just feels so much more firm than the other one. I feel like the other one wasn't like this, and I don't know if it's because it's new and the other one was like so old, or if they like changed it or something, but I feel like they didn't. It's just weird having like a new one. Okay, so then once I'm done highlighting with the concealer, then I like to move on to my brows. So for that, I'm just going to use a spoolie to kind of comb them down, and then I use the Anastasia Dip Brow pomade in soft brown. It takes me kind of like a while to do my brows. Not a while, but just like it's kind of like tedious. But if you want to see a brow tutorial, how I do my brows, just let me know. And then I'll show it. I just find that it takes so much time, like there'd be no point for me to show how I do my brows. Okay, so after I'm done doing my brows, then I like to set the places that I highlighted. So for that, I use the Wet n Wild Mega Glow, and this one's in the color Dulce de Leche. So yeah, I'm just gonna put this on like a flat brush and highlight the under eyes and everywhere else. And like what's funny is, so I made that tutorial the other day on like that bronze look, and I used this in it. And then the next day I go to do my makeup, and like I couldn't find it anywhere, and I was like, that's so weird. Like I literally just used it the other day. And so I was like looking around, I was like, I'm not out of it. Like this isn't too expensive. Like it's like probably like $4 or $5, but it's so good. And like it was just annoying because like I know that I still had some left. But so I was looking for it last night because I was like, I need it. And I found it under my brushes, and I was like, oh my gosh, are you serious, Alyssa? But thankfully I found it. And I've already hit like major pan on the highlighting one, but I'm not done with it, so why buy another one? Okay, so then once I am done highlighting with that, or setting like the places that I highlighted, then I like to go in with powder to set the rest of my face. And for this I use the Fit Me powder this is the one for normal to dry skin. So I just go and set the rest of the face. And I don't know if this is just me, but I feel like when I do lighter makeup, like on the eyes and stuff, I feel like I don't go any lighter on the face. Like sometimes I'll tell myself, I'll be like, okay, like don't go as heavy and stuff, but like I still do. But then I just like don't put any eyeshadow on or something. Like I don't know if that's just me though. I'm super excited to go out to lunch though. I'm going to get sushi. Sushi's like one of my favorite foods. So I'm going to take this Smashbox 24-hour eyeshadow primer and put this all over. And the thing I found with this primer is you can't put like too much. I feel like if you put too much, then it becomes like kind of greasy. So just be really careful. Oh, it just got really dark. Anyway, so I'm super excited to go get sushi. But like the funny thing is like I don't really like, I like fish, but like I don't really like to just sit down for dinner and just like eat fish. Like it's not one of my favorite things to eat, but I could literally eat sushi all day. Okay, so then once I'm done applying the primer, then I'm going to move on to the eyes. And I haven't done any bronzer or anything. I like to do that stuff like last. So I'm just going to move on to the eyes. And for the eyes, like I literally don't know what I'm going to do, but I guess we'll just roll with it. So first I'm going to start with this NYX eyeshadow. And I took off the back, like I took off the thing because whenever I was trying to like open it, it like literally all came off. So I'm not sure what the color is, but it's just like a soft brown. Like you could probably find this in. It reminds me of like Buck from the Naked palette. Anyway, so I'm just going to take that on a flat, on a blending brush, and I'm going to put this in the crease. And you don't have to be super particular with this because we're not doing like a ton on the eyes. We're not doing the perfectly made look. Dang, I wonder why it's the clouds. Okay, so then once I'm done blending that into the crease, then I'm going to move on to the lids. And for that, I'm going to be using MAC's All That Glitters. It just looks like this. It's pretty like, it's a pretty popular shade, I guess. I feel like a lot of people have it. And so Actually, to put this down, I'm going to be using an angled brush, and I'm just going to pick some of this, and then I'm going to put it on the lids, and then kind of just like blend it up. And I really like this shade. I like how it's not super sparkly, it's not like crazy, and I really like it for the lids because most of the time I don't do like a really, really light lid. So I kind of like this, it's like right in the middle. Okay, so then with that same color, and I'm going to use this brush, I'm just going to run this along the lower lash line. And then using a big fluffy brush kind of like this, I'm going to take a highlighter, and I'm just going to use the one that I'm going to use on my face today, and this is just Becca's Moonstone. And so I'm going to use this to highlight the under eyes. I'm going to use this to highlight the brows. And then I'm also going to use this to highlight the inner corner. Okay, perfect. Okay, so I don't feel like doing eyeliner today. I like liquid eyeliner, but sometimes I'm just like not in the mood. So instead, I'm going to be using this Marc Jacobs liner. And I'm just going to put this on the upper waterline and on the lower waterline. Whenever I do some sort of liner on the bottom, I always like to do it on the top. Normally I wouldn't go in the waterline like that on the top if I was using liquid eyeliner, but since I'm not, like I'm going to. Okay, so then I do actually though want to add some darkness to the lid on top. So I'm just going to take, since it's like right next to me, this the Naked 3 palette, and I'm just going to be using the Blackheart shade. You can use any black you have, it's just right next to me, so I'm going to use that. And I'm not smudging it or anything, I'm just going to put this like to act as liner, but I'm not being like super particular about it either. Okay, so then once we're done doing that, then that's when I'm going to go in and do my mascara. So I actually really like the eyes. I like adding that eyeshadow as liner sometimes. So now I'm going to take the Pump Up Colossal from Maybelline and use this as my mascara. Okay, so then once I'm done putting on my mascara, I just use the Pumped Up. I literally can't talk. I just used the Pumped Up today. Now I'm going to move on to the rest of my face. So today I'm going to be doing like a little bit of contouring, but first before I contour or anything, I always like to put bronzer. These are the bronze boosters, like they're the little balls from Physicians Formula, and I actually really like these. It's kind of like hard to use them. They literally fall out like every single time I use it, so it's kind of annoying, but it's such like a light color. It looks so good. But I don't know, I kind of want to go look at their other bronzers, see if maybe they have something like this, but like in a pressed form. I feel like that would be better than these because they fly all over. So I'm just going to take that and put it in like all the places you would bronze. And like, I don't know if you can tell just because its lighting is like jank right now because of the sun, like it won't cooperate, but it's super light, but like you can tell it's there. So it doesn't look muddy because I'm super fair. Okay, so my camera stopped recording, I think, while I was putting on the bronze booster. But anyway, so after I did that, I just went back into the Wet n Wild contouring palette. And I just contoured a little bit on my face, like on my cheekbones, a little bit on my forehead. After that, you can bake if you want to. Sometimes I like to, but today I don't really feel like it. So now I'm just going to move on to blush. And for blush today, I'm going to go in to this Hourglass this is the Mood Exposure one, and it's more of like the mauve one. I really, really like it. I like using it on the days where I don't want, you know, like a bronzy blush, but I don't want like a super pink blush. So I start at the back and I work my way to the apples. And I really, really like this blush. I would highly recommend it. The reason I actually originally got this blush was just because it was different. Like, it's different than all the other blushes I have. Okay, so I'm going back into that brush that I used to bronze with, and I'm just kind of blending that. And then when I'm done doing that, then this is when I like to move on to highlight. And so for my highlighter today, like I said earlier, I'm just going to be using the same one that we used to highlight our brows and stuff, which is Moonstone. This is the one from Becca, and I love this one. So I'm just going to put this at the top of our cheekbones, above the brow, and then just kind of blend it. And this is actually probably one of my favorite highlighters from Becca. I have the opal one, and I also have rose gold. But I can't wear the rose gold one. Sometimes I can use it as a blush, but I can't use it as a highlighter because I'm just so fair. And the opal one I really, really like, but this one I just think looks best since I have really fair skin. Maybe when I get a tan. Okay, so then once I'm done highlighting, then I'm going to go in with that blush brush and just blend it out. This way everything is seamless. I hate the look of like bronzer, blush, and then highlight. I like it for everything to look combined. Okay, so now all we have left to do is the lips, and for the lips today I'm going to be using the new Buxom Full On Lip Polishes. They're just lip glosses, and the thing that's cool about these, the new ones, is it's 100 new shades, and they're all girls' names, and so I was so pumped when I found my name. I literally, like, the NARS has their lipsticks, and so I was like, they didn't have my name, and I was hoping that, like, a company would come out, and so I saw my name, and, like, I had to get it. I wasn't planning on getting lip gloss. I just went to Ulta to get sponges, but I saw this, and I was like, I had to get it. So, anyways, I can leave the link below for the website at Ulta, and just check your name, see if it's on there. I read somewhere that it's not in every store, like, all the lip glosses aren't in every store. But if you find your name online, you can go see if it's at your store. If it's not, then you can buy it online. But yeah, I really, really like them. It says they're refreshing, tingling sensation, shimmering, pout, plumping shine. And I agree with all of them. I love wearing it. It's super comfortable. It does have that tingle, but like it's not uncomfortable at all. So I really, really like these. So I'm not putting anything else on my lips. Before I started filming, I put on this Nivea lip butter. I always put this on before I do my makeup, but other than that, I don't have anything else on my lips. Okay, so then once you're done with that, you can spray with some Fix Plus. You can spray with some Fix Plus or just like any setting spray you have. Today I kind of like it. I'm not super powdery. I kind of enjoy it. So I'm not going to spray any, but yeah, just like this is my completed get ready with me. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah, just leave below requests if you have any for future videos. I don't know. I was planning on making like a March favorites, but I'm not sure right now. So I might just make one next month for April. But if you have any tutorial requests or more get ready with me's or anything, just leave them below. This past week was my spring break, so like I have to go back to school next week, which I'm like really dreading. But if you want to see like a school get ready with me or like school makeup or whatever, like I can always do that. Anyways, just like leave below requests. Make sure to subscribe and comment and like my videos. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'm now gonna go enjoy my sushi and have a great day. Bye!